Hey, it's Jody from Food Storage Made Easy. I have been experimenting with the Harvest Right freeze dryer a little bit this summer, and I promised to share with you guys kind of every step along the way so you can see what's good, what's bad, what's hard, so that hopefully if you decide to buy one that you can have all the worries gone that I've had to go through because I'm figuring it out on my own here. So I've had a couple people asking about changing the oil on it. So it comes with this little oil filter. It's like homemade kind of, it looks like, from them, but it came with instructions, and on the back it has a link to a YouTube video, and that link didn't work. I think the video is taken down, so I tried to find some other videos, but none of them had the same filter that I had. I think they might have had older ones, and so that was a little stressful for me. So I'm just winging this on my own, just by reading what it says. But a couple things to note in it are every single batch you're supposed to change the oil. So you run it through the filter and then you can put that oil back in. Just pour it in from here. And then after 20 batches or so, you're supposed to remove the pump cover assembly. I don't know what that means. There's another YouTube video, hopefully it works. So when I get to 20 batches, I'll do that for you. But I think basically it means at that point we should stop using that same oil and then refill it with new oil. So I'm gonna put this, I have it propped up on a box here, and there's this little tab under here, and this is the part that's stressful to me. I don't know where exactly the oil is gonna come out, if I have to like turn this or turn it under here. So bear with me, we're learning together, right? So first, I'm going to try just turning this and see if that works. Sorry you can't zoom in, I'm doing this by myself. Let's see if oil spews out. And if you remember, I kind of filled it too full. Oh look! There's oil coming out. So I filled it pretty full because I didn't realize that it wasn't going to show on the no fill line for a long time. So hopefully it's not too full, but you'll see it's emptying here real fast. The fill line, oh, you probably can't see it, but it's going to get down real fast to there, but then it's still all the way down here full of oil. So you can see it filling up here, and then I don't know how long it'll take to filter through that, but I guess when it's done I'll show you. So it's going out pretty slow. Maybe if I unscrew this oil thing, I can get some oxygen flowing through. That's what someone did before, but his machine was different. So I don't know if that's doing anything. So, I don't know. We'll see. So it's gonna filter. I'll show you when it's done. We'll see how much I get out of there. Yay! That wasn't so hard. I was nervous. Okay, I'm gonna show you close up. So that was the little screw that I unhooked. And I was worried that it was going to unscrew and come, that part was going to unscrew this right here. There. There. I was worried it was going to unscrew there and just spew oil out of there, but it's just coming out of this little front part. And then once it gets high enough to reach that hole in there, then it starts seeping down here, and you can see it seeping through. I don't even know what that filter is made of. And then it drips down to the bottom. And then your clean oil's down there. You can see this has yucky stuff in it up there. And it's nice and clean down there. Okay, so that's how much it filtered down. I think I'm gonna pour it in. It's just, I just shook it around. So here's the kind of a design flaw in this filter, is that it doesn't go all the way. So I couldn't filter all the oil because I couldn't get it all in that little hole. So I'm trying to shake it around to get a little more in there, but I think it's fine. I guess I can just like let it sit in here until I do my next batch, and eventually it'll go through. So I'm going to screw this back on, make sure it's nice and tight, and then I'm going to I'll set this somewhere clean, and then I'll pour that in. Okay, so I just set it in that plastic lid. It's just gonna sit for a second. I think maybe some oil is still gonna keep coming out, so that'll be fine for later. I'm pretty sure I had extra in there anyways, but if not, I'll just pour a little more clean oil in too. So if you remember from my first video, I spilled quite a bit when I was trying to get this in before. So I got a funnel this time. And I'll see if I can zoom in and you can see it filling up to this level line. Just a second. Let's see. It's always hard to do this stuff in video. So I'm going to pour in here. And then this time I won't overflow it, because as soon as it starts coming to this fill line, all of a sudden it's fast. So see how I already poured in like half of it? I'm going to show you this. Whoop. See if I can do this one-handed. So I already poured in like half of this oil. This line didn't move at all. So like I said, I think it fills all the way up and then starts to fill at the fill line. So I'm going to do this maybe one-handed. So I'm just pouring it in here. And then I'm going to show you the fill line and how fast all of a sudden it'll just be like whoop. Okay, so I actually emptied that whole bottom part there. And it didn't even come approaching the fill line yet. So I'm pouring in more oil from my new thing, which I guess it's good. There's some fresh oil in there too. And I'll just show you what it looks like, because you think, oh man, it's not even taking any. But then as soon as it starts to show in there, all of a sudden it's just like whoop. Wow. It's taking a ton. Oh, there it goes. Whoop, whoop. See, all of a sudden, I just poured in like, oh, nope, I stopped it. I stopped it right at the fill line. Woo, woo. So last time I went way over. So that actually used like just the end of this thing. So I'm just gonna. Okay, so I moved my machine back. It's ready to go to do another batch. Yay! I'll show you what I'm gonna make in a little bit. I have noticed it's a little bit messy, so it's not awesome to be inside, but I just have it on this old junky table that I don't care about, and I just be careful not to get the oil on the floor or anything. And so some people have asked about if you think it's worth it to get the oilless vacuum pump. It's like $1,200 or $1,300 extra to upgrade to have that, which the convenience is nice, but this actually didn't seem that bad to just do that, and you're only running a batch like once every 1 or 2 days, because it takes almost 24 hours. So I don't know, it'd have to be, it's $1,200. That'd have to be a very big inconvenience for it to justify that. But if you are going to use it every single day, you know, what's your time worth? What's the oil cost? That's something you'll have to decide for yourself. But for me, I think I'm just going to go ahead and change the oil. So hopefully that helped. I'll keep sharing what we're freeze drying. We're going to try butter. Like someone wanted to know if butter would freeze dry. I don't know. There's powdered butter, so maybe it's freeze dried. We want to try fruit snacks, the kind that have liquid like juice in the middle. My kids were excited about that. They want to make some oranges. So we're going to do a smorgasbord of food. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch us in the group. And if you have a freeze dryer, share what you're freeze drying. Let's all learn together, because I am brand new. So, and if you're interested in grabbing a freeze dryer, I am running some awesome specials through the summer. So I'm selling them basically for as low as we're allowed to sell them as dealers. So I want you guys to be able to get the best prices, and hopefully it helps that I'm showing you how I'm using them, and that'll help you guys when you get your own. So check it out, foodstoragemadeeasy.net. Thanks guys.